from a business perspective, what does Berlin give you?
So I thought Berlin would be a good place to start with.
Why would an entrepreneur leave Dubai, the easiest place to do business, and move to Berlin? Today I have a new interview on my YouTube channel, BerlinBiz. Today I'm talking to Osama, co-founder of Embark Consulting, an e-commerce consulting company that helps brands grow and scale on Amazon. We'll talk about his decision to move, what it's really like to build a business in Germany, and what opportunities and challenges entrepreneurs face here. And of course, we'll also get into e-commerce, what's changing, what's working today, and how brands can grow in Europe. And for those who are new on my YouTube channel, my name is Hanna. I'm a creator of YouTube channel BerlinBiz, where I explore business opportunities and startups seen in Berlin and across Germany. Let's get into it. Hi, Osama. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being with us. Welcome to BerlinBiz. And we have a very interesting topic for our conversation today. But before we dive into the main topic, maybe you could tell about your business, what you actually do.
Hey, Hannah, thank you for inviting me today, and I'm really excited to talk to you. So I own a company that helps people to sell online. So we're basically a consulting company which helps people to sell on platforms like Amazon, Walmart, TikTok, eBay.
What kind of services do you provide?
So basically, we provide A to Z services for any entrepreneur that owns a B2C business. We help them to list their products, to open up an entity, register a trademark, optimization of their products, keywords, marketing, PPC, everything.
And you started your business in Pakistan, then you moved to Dubai. Tell about this.
Yeah, so I originally come from Pakistan, so that's where I started my company 9 years ago. And then a point came in life where we wanted to go more global. And for a lot of Pakistani, Dubai or UAE is the next step. So that's what we also followed. And then we registered our company in Dubai and went more global. And now I am personally based in Berlin. My partners are based out of Pakistan in Dubai. And I'm expanding all the business and operations in Berlin, Germany, and Europe.
Interesting. Tell about your experience in Dubai and tell us about your decision why you decided to move to Berlin, actually.
Yeah, actually, that's a very interesting question. Like every time I tell people like I made a change from Dubai to Berlin, and like a lot of people get shocked, like because nowadays people are doing more opposite. But my experience in Dubai was great, and especially the energy in Dubai is, I think, you cannot have anywhere else in the world. Like it's a place where you actually want to make money, but sometimes like you have to take different kind of challenges in life. So I personally moved to Berlin. Also because I always wanted to live in Europe and I work remotely, so I thought let's not why, like follow a childhood dream. And also I see Germany as a very big market for our business and still untapped, and there's a huge potential that is lying here, so that's why I moved here.
Mhm. And what made Berlin the right choice for you?
Well, I mean, Berlin is, like it's the most diverse city in Germany. It's very international, and Germany is a country where language is a big barrier to integrate with the society. So I thought Berlin would be a good place to start with, like where I can just go and adjust myself, make good network, and then eventually I learn German and integrate more in the society. And then let's see where it takes me.
And from a business perspective, what does Berlin give you?
Well, if I'm being very honest, like it changed me a lot. Like back in the days from Pakistan, from Dubai, I was always very motivated, very ambitious, very thrilled. I'm still ambitious, but like Berlin made me a bit more relaxed in life. Like it's okay. It tells me to enjoy life more and worry less about the money and ambitions. So I don't know if it's good or bad, but like for now, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. How long have you been here in Berlin?
It's almost 1 year and 7 months now.
Mhm. And if to speak about your decision, so what made you to move to Berlin? So why? What is the main reason? Just to live in Europe, or
So of course, number one choice was to live in Europe because I work remotely, and but more importantly, one of the reasons was like we work in Amazon market, and the thing is, there's no Amazon in Pakistan, but there is Amazon in Dubai, but it's a very small market compared to Germany. And if we talk about the major Amazon market, it's USA, but it's already very saturated. But I still saw Germany or EU markets as a big potential, and definitely I see a big potential here. That's why I moved here. We're expanding our business with the German clients, and I think like sky's the limit here if I work in a right way and if I follow everything very rightly here.
How do you think what actually works better here in Berlin than in Dubai?
Works better here.
It works better here, and what was really challenging here for you?
The most challenging part for me in Berlin or in Germany is like winning the trust of German people, because German people are very good. I really like them. I really love working with them, but it takes a bit of time to win their trust. And I think you would agree with me also, because you also came and started your business. And language was the biggest barrier. You know, like I'm personally very good at communication. I'm good at talking, but like it's like you cannot cross all the layers or get into that inner circle until and unless you speak German language. Although this is not the case with Berlin, but like still, that is something, you know, like you need to know if you really want to make a good business here.
Yeah. You need a time to build a trust. I made interview for my YouTube channel, and this interview calls how to build trust in Germany, because I wanted to know. I came from Ukraine, and we have a bit different business culture in Ukraine, so we make decisions very quickly. And here people need time to make decision. What do you think about it?
I mean, it's definitely, and right just before we started talking, I get a message from one of my clients who's German, and we are facing some bureaucracy issue right now to register his business on Amazon. And my partner in Pakistan is sending him messages. So this German guy just messaged like, in Germany, sadly, everything takes forever, but once it is set up, it never stops. So I think I would like to summarize this whole question of yours in this, like, it takes time here to establish things, but once you establish them, I mean, then they don't really stop. And that's what we see in the world, like there's so many successful German companies also. But yeah, it takes time. And for me also, it's a very different culture to work, comparing from Pakistan, comparing from Dubai. Like we have a different kind of fire and energy in us. Germany is more relaxed, especially Berlin.
Okay, and do you like it, or?
I think my business partners, they won't like my answer, but like at this point in life, I'm really enjoying it because this is something new for me. And yeah, I mean, I enjoy this space. Like for time being, I really want to be like this.
Okay.
Like when I go back Pakistan, I feel very much energetic to make money, because I think we have this difference in this society where you see rich and poor, but in Germany, everybody is almost same. So I'm like,
You cannot recognize who is a millionaire here or
exactly.
a student. It's like that.
Exactly. Everybody wears the same clothes, everybody travels through metros. And I would have never thought, but it has started to change me a bit also.
What do you really love about Berlin?
For me, the best part here is the diversity, you know, like there's so many people from so many cultures living, and it's very chaotic, but I think like that's the beauty of this city. And the best part is like it doesn't really matter what religion, what culture, what color, what race you are. Berlin just welcomes everyone, and I think I just love this.
Was there a moment when you thought Berlin was the wrong decision?
In the winters of 2026, January and February, like because when I came last year, there was still winters, but I mean it was tolerable for me. And everybody was like, you made a bold choice. And I was like, it's okay. But this year, winters were very crazy. Like -15, -16 feels like temperature every day. And the day, and I mean, I come from Pakistan and we have like very hot weather, especially from the city I come from. And Dubai, it's the same. But here I was sometimes praying, you know, like today I wish it's like -2 or -4 so I feel better. And I mean, it was like very depressing for the whole city.
I agree.
And I mean, I'm someone who's still very energetic and who feels like always keep doing, is always moving. But I mean, yeah, somehow the weather really affects your mood in Berlin. And that was a point where I decided that if I get a chance from next year, I would love to stay somewhere outside of Germany for 2, 3 those hard months, because that really changes everything. Nobody wants to talk to you here. Everything is closed. 4 p.m. It's very dark. there's no environment of working. It gets a bit difficult and tough.
Yeah, I agree. Even today, the weather is very sunny but cold at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's April. It has to be warm. So I totally agree. And you help brands make money on Amazon and other platforms. What's typical result for your clients? Let's speak about e-commerce. It's a really
Yeah.
interesting topic.
So the thing is, like, so my company name is Embark, and one of the reasons actually Embark got a good success in this area, especially back
Is
in the
there a
days.
special meaning, embark, or just a
You know, the meaning of embark is to like fly and like
okay?
embark on a journey, but that's actually embark with K in the end, but we make it like with C. And that's also like, what resonates our business name and what kind of services we want to provide. So I would say like we learned this talent or skill of helping small businesses which had no presence online to start the business on Amazon, and then help them to generate like at least $20,000, $30,000 of revenue in their first months of
So you
business.
helps them earn more money from Amazon and other platforms.
Exactly. But with the help of utilizing their ad budget in a way that they don't bleed a lot of money.
Mhm. And what do you think about this kind of business? Is it right time to start selling on Amazon?
Well, I'll be very honest, the market is not the same as it used to be 10 years ago because we have a huge business cost right now, and especially of a lot of uncertainties right now in the world, with especially right now with Iran and USA wars. The petrol prices are up, which makes the freight prices go up, and which actually results as the price of the product for the end consumer to go up. And the fees at Amazon are increasing now. Everything is like looking in a bad shape, but it's still like if you have a good product, there is always a room for it to sell good on Amazon, but definitely it's
Yeah.
much
Could
tougher now.
you tell how much people could earn if they start right now? In a, for example, in a, I don't know, in a 3 months.
I mean, it depends. Like, there are a lot of people you will find online that are selling courses, and they show you like a big dream of becoming a millionaire or something in 1 year or 2 years, which is possible, but like it's very, very rare. Like, maybe less than 1% people could achieve that. But I mean, if you start something like this, it depends on how much money and time you're investing. But I think you can make a good living out of it, like that you can leave your job and do it full time, and you can make good money
Yeah.
after.
And if you could give advices for people who want to start selling on Amazon, what kind of step would you recommend to do before they start their business?
I think the most important thing in this business is product. So you should be ready with the product research. Like, you should know if your product actually has a market that exists out there. And if the product is right, you can literally beat old players in the market also. That's what I think, because I am also personally very much working in the product area in my company. So if you're able to find the right kind of product, the success can be yours very immediately, and vice versa. Like, if it's not the right product, you can bleed a lot of money. And my advice is, don't just follow the trends. Like, if somebody's selling this, I will sell this also. Because then most of them are like fat products, and then everybody's following them, they get saturated and they die.
And the second? So first the product, the second.
Second is, I think you should have a skill. And if you don't have a skill, then you need someone to run it for you. And that's where we come in. But it's also okay if you can have a skill, because in today's age, I think AI is a key player also, which is like doing a lot of things. And also working on Amazon has changed a lot in last years. Like, at some point, 6, 7 years ago, we used to have a person for everything, but now AI is there to help a lot also. So you can kind of nourish your skill with that also, and I mean, then just start it.
Yeah, I've seen a very interesting video on YouTube about AI agents and marketplaces, and it was an Indian guy who made his YouTube channel about AI stuff. And his idea is that in the nearest future, maybe AI agents would make choices for us, would order something on a marketplace or something like that, and he told that entrepreneurs have to optimize or adopt their sites to machine, to LLMs, you know? What do you think about it?
I think like with the pace we see today, AI is changing the business environment around us. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Like anything is possible because who would have thought even 6 months ago that there would be AI agent that would just make calls on behalf of you, who can write emails on behalf of you, who can think like you and do half of your work.
And also interesting topic because I made interview with one guy who uh, works with a topic as GEO. Do you know GEO?
GEO?
GEO is like a CEO, but GEO is an optimization for the LLMs system, for ChatGPT or other LLM
Okay.
system. So the idea is that before we had to make advertising on Google, and now we have to be visible on LLMs because
Exactly.
ChatGPT can recommend your products. I already experienced it myself. For example, I wanted to buy shampoo. I just asked ChatGPT to recommend me the right brand for me. And ChatGPT recommended me, and I made my choice, and I was quite okay with this choice. And what do you think about it?
I think this is the most important thing that's coming now. And me and my business partners, we have this leadership call once a month. And this was our main discussion last call. Like, because since a long time we have been paying a lot of money on Google ads and everything. And I saw a reel or something also which said like that the Google ads are going to be like something from the past now. And the future is about like people would go and write which is the best agency to work for Amazon, and then ChatGPT or other AI companies, they will recommend your name. And now every company soon will be fighting for that spot like we used to do with the Google ads.
So you agree with this term?
Of course.
Yeah.
And we are already started to work
Yeah.
on that also.
And the idea of this guy was that you have to prepare your site, your company to the agents, to machine. So what do you think? Should we deal with it, or it's too early?
I, for my, on like my personal view is like, we should not totally rely on AI, at least for now. Like in our company, for example, AI does like half of the work now, or more than half of the work. But when it comes to key decisions, strategy, planning, and a lot of things, like I think humans are still better. And also, like, we should be more focused in doing things like that, because otherwise we would become very lazy, and maybe at some point AI would also replace us. So I personally think that there should be some things that we should be doing on our own.
Yeah. And I have an interesting question. If you know how to work with Amazon, with other marketplaces, have you ever thought about your own brands to sell?
Yeah, so for a long time, we had our own brand also. We used to sell home textile products. We sourced them from Pakistan, and we sell in the Amazon USA market. And it was a huge success also. But at some point, we had to make it a bit small, because after the COVID days, the freight prices went really, really up. And it was not any more profitable for us. But right now, we also have like a supplement brand on Amazon. And this is like one of the major questions we get, like, if you're helping others, why don't you have your own thing also? But like, definitely we have. And it's running well, it's running good. So definitely if we can do it for others, so we also do the same thing for us
So
also.
you're thinking about it.
We have it, but
Okay.
it's not on a very, very big level, because we have sometimes issues with the supply chain, sometimes with cash flows. But yeah, we do have, and it's good. It brings good money for our company.
What's next for you here in Germany, and how do you see your business in the next few years?
So the next thing that I see is like, which, I mean, the thing is like in Germany, in German market, there are a lot of Amazon sellers. And now after spending 1.5 years, I'm part of some groups here and meetups here where I go meet people who are Amazon or online sellers. And the good thing is like there are very less agencies, there are very less people to help them here, which is something like surprising, but also very good for us. And the good thing is, like, German people, they pay good. They're willing to pay a good amount of money. So my goal for this year is like to expand our business a lot in terms of providing our services and helping German companies to scale their businesses. And one big trend I've seen in Germany is like there are companies I've met, they're just doing photography, they're just companies who are doing listings. But we are a company that provides 6, 7 solutions together, because that's how companies work in Dubai or Pakistan. And this is not a concept which is very common here. So I think this is like our USP, that the company that works with us gets everything, and then it's under one umbrella, we operate everything. And another thing that I want to expand here is the B2B business. Like, we already source and supply products for Amazon sellers. Not yet in the German market, that's the plan in the pipeline.
You know that I'm doing my own business here in Germany. I have a digital marketing agency, AI online strategy. So I help companies generate leads with their content and AI automation. And it's always interesting for me how people how people generate leads, how you meet your potential clients. What are your methods here in Germany? Because, for example, in Ukraine, we used a lot social media and digital tools for that. Here, people like to build personal connection. What is your method here?
So we do 2 to 3 things. The number one is what you already mentioned. I go myself to a lot of events, meetups, exhibitions, fairs. I go meet people, Amazon sellers, online sellers, people who are not sellers but potential sellers. I tell them about my company, what is our services, and people get very interested to hear, especially when I tell them my experience moving from Dubai and expanding my things there. And they like the energy that I bring in. They say, like, you're very optimistic about this whole economy, but in general, people are not so much optimistic right now about the German economy. And they say, like, you sound very optimistic, so it makes them very interesting. And I try to build a relationship, and it's like a big investment of your time. And through them, I get a lot of business through referrals, and then we run online campaign like Google Ads and Instagram campaigns. And another thing that we have started is email campaigns through AI. Like, every day we're sending a lot of emails, cold outreach. And one more thing that we are trying to build in our system now is AI calling. But we're still figuring out like what does like the German law says about that, if it's allowed here, because we have like a lot of complications here with
Yes, it's not easy here.
it's not easy. And so we are figuring out a way to work around that, where AI would call on our behalf to people, and that's basically cold calling. But yeah, for now it's more like referrals, personal contacts, exhibitions, and we're also thinking to exhibit next year in Ecommerce Expo.
Ecommerce, yeah. I participated, so I visited this year.
Yeah, it's great actually. I have
I
been
made video
there.
about this exhibition, by the way.
That's nice. I've been going there last 2 years, and that's how I also found my German business partner.
Okay.
And that also, actually, I forgot to mention, I have a new business partner. He's
Here,
German.
German. Oh, okay.
That really helped me a lot in getting more business, because he is born here, he comes from here.
Okay.
That adds a added layer of confidence.
It's always nice to have a local partner.
Of course.
Yeah. And interesting to know your opinion, your feedback about my idea how to work with lead generation for B2B businesses and for consulting businesses. So I work with a content strategy, and my idea is to make on social media, to make video content, because video content can help us to build the trust, because consulting businesses, for example, or B2B businesses based on trust, first we have to build trust, and then we can cooperate together. And my idea is to work, because of that I make my own content, and I help my clients to make video content and social media, and video content helps grow organically. This is the idea. For example, we made on Meta, Facebook, and Instagram. We grow maybe 10,000 subscribers for
Nice.
business for lawyer firm in Germany. 10,000 in 1 year. organically, no paid promotion at all. Then we got 70,000 subscribers on TikTok with a very, very boring content. So we made the content just a lawyer explain some special rules in Germany, how it works. Only one idea, we collected the real question people have about the law system in Germany, and our lawyer just answered this question. As a small video, like 1-2 minutes video, he explained how it works in Germany and so on. And now we are getting like 1-2 inquiries per day from the real client, and people who went on the site from the TikTok are the best visitor because they spend more time on the site and they converted easier in the clients. This was the idea. What do you think about these methods would be?
I totally agree with you because in today's age, I think the best way to market any product or any service is to make a brand out of yourself. Like, as you mentioned, video content and having 10,000 subscriber in 1 year organically, I think it's like a success. Because normally the thing is like we're very much obsessed with seeing numbers like millions or 100,000, 200,000, but imagine 10,000 people. If you ask
Absolutely.
them to stand on this street, it's like
It's a huge.
it's huge. Like
Yeah.
nobody can move. And I mean, those 10,000 people, they saw something in your content. So, and the thing is, I assume you make content in English, right?
Here we make Russian speaking content. The idea was to connect with Russian speaking in Germany. The
Okay.
people like Ukrainian who came to Germany but who cannot speak German very
Okay.
well.
Which is again a very nice idea because the thing is like, for example, we have like a lot of expats moving from different part of the world to Germany right now, and especially from people from Ukraine came here a few years ago, and everybody they're looking for some solutions here. And in Germany, as you mentioned, language is a big issue. For example, I follow some people from Pakistan on TikTok who are telling about daily life problems in Germany and how to solve them. Or like there's a woman I follow from Pakistan who lives in Germany, and her content is just she's going on in the grocery stores and she's telling like this is a good alternative product for XYZ product from Pakistan, and or when you go to store buy this. And I feel like that really helps solving a lot of problem for me. So I think in your case, because it is targeted to a certain group of people, it is really helping them also because you connect with them easily and eventually you become a brand, and that really helps and support your business in terms of lead generation and helping your customers also to find them leads.
Yeah, the idea was to be valuable, to be helpful for people. If you can find the way how to be helpful for your potential audience, it helps you to grow organically, and that was the main idea. And the second idea was to make this lead generation process automatically. If you can automate it, you can scale your business. That was the idea, and that's what I want to convince my potential clients here to use more social media.
This is something I think we need to also
Mhm.
talk about after the podcast because I'm your potential customer also. Our company is looking for company, and we have worked with some companies in the past, very recently for lead generation. Unfortunately, the results were not the best because it's not easy. But yeah, we can discuss it.
And we are almost at the end of the main part of my interview.
Okay.
And so your advices, because you already have your experience on a German market, maybe you can give some tips, some advices for people, for entrepreneurs who want to start their business in Berlin, maybe not in Berlin, in other German city. What your advices would
I think Germany is one of the best countries for your business. It's like customers pay a good amount of money for your product over here, which is good. The big challenge is the regulations in Germany. As a consumer, it protects you a lot, but as a business owner, it can become a bit hard for you. And challenges with the taxation and bureaucracy are very hard to deal with. So always, I think we must keep in mind if you want to start something in Germany, it will never be quick. But yeah, in the long run, it can be a huge success.
Thank you for your insights today. It was quite
You're welcome.
helpful and quite interesting. And for everyone watching, if you enjoyed our conversation, don't forget to like this video and subscribe my channel, BerlinBiz, and see you in the next episode of BerlinBiz.